there's still some unfinished business before this new chapter, because on top of that unfinished business, we have disagreements, right? So maybe there's something that you still need to close out. I'm hearing triggers as well. I wish I understood. I wish you understood how I feel. I feel this collective, it's not just, you do feel unappreciated. We talked about this, but you also feel not understood. But watch the previous part. I think I mentioned this in part 1. We are not true healers. We are not here to be under, it's a burden and it's a gift in the same time. Being those that are channels, that are truly awakened through Kundalini awakening, who have direct connection to source, to divine knowledge, to quantum field. We're not here to say to people, I wish you could know what it feels and to be me. So few will know this. So few. If you had that crown chakra activation, right? You're connecting to cosmos. You know that you are the universe. You don't need anyone to understand you, because you are here to lead. You are here to help them to understand themselves. People cannot even comprehend themselves. How would you expect that they will understand true healers on a level of consciousness that we're at? But on this level of consciousness, you shouldn't be needing this understanding. It's a shadow that you need to remove. It's a shadow you need to close. There's certain things that still trigger you, this collective, that still trigger that you feel unappreciated, not understood. We have unworthy as well. And that unworthy felt on the top of that reminiscing. And we were talking about abandonment trauma. So maybe you still have another rodeo of abandonment trauma healing that you need to complete. To stop with this nonsense of feeling unappreciated. It's within you. People are not meant to understand and appreciate you. It is you. It is your job. And when you really appreciate yourself, appreciate your work, your messages, your mission, your purpose, see yourself for who you are, stop feeling unworthy, stop wanting external gain in form of money, followers, thank you notes, appreciation comments. If it's meant to come, it will come naturally and effortlessly. With that absence at the bottom of the deck, I feel like there is a little bit of that abandonment that still needs another rodeo, to be honest. This collective. We're going to do some tarot. We're going to do this masculine because remember, we said that you need to heal your masculine energy within, right? We have masculine and feminine both. So that masculine energy, again, watch the previous part so it makes sense. But I'm kind of guided to do a couple more because we were doing what's coming. So you're definitely on the verge of a new chapter, and that new chapter will surprise you. It will be an unexpected outcome, more than you expected. There is a little bit of that love energy that we're not going to go into, as I mentioned, but you need to close out that feeling of unappreciated. Talk to somebody, talk to your spirit team, talk to yourself, talk to the moon. Say it out loud. I'm hearing a happiness hater, but this is my card of bitterness as well. I feel like you may be triggered a little bit by people who are successful. There's a reason we were talking about this, right? So maybe, and again, you guys, it's normal. We're humans. Me, myself, I sometimes get triggered too for a moment or two when I see people who, leave those 2-minute messages with nonsense. They know nothing of nothing, like shallow level, surface level, new age, BS, spirituality. Yes, your person is coming. You are amazing. You were born for greatness. End of message. Everyone will like because everyone wants to hear that, but it's not the truth for everyone. But if you don't close this shadow within yourself, if you don't manage these emotions and don't let them go after a few seconds, you will become bitter. You will always be resentful towards people who chose the easy way and became these charlatans, who used ancestral tools, sacred tools for entertainment to get views. True healers should reach a level of consciousness high enough to know that most of these people, they don't even know what they're doing. It's not like they're doing this on purpose, and it's not like they're thinking to themselves, oh, I'm going to become this charlatan, and I'm going to build karma for myself. No, they just don't have enough consciousness and self-awareness and awareness of the beautiful craft that any divination tool is, that they just think that they actually, helping. And that's the scary part. As a true healer, you're not supposed to resent them. You're supposed to heal them with your messages of truth. I feel like you need to get it out there. Talk about this. Maybe create some content. Maybe make a video. Maybe, again, talk to a friend. But in a nice way. Go back to the first part, what we said. Every message can be wrapped in love and in kindness. Sometimes it's going to be tough love, but still love. Escape. Escape. That's on top of that soul tie and into you. I want one more for that. I feel like we shouldn't go into love, and we're not gonna, but just out of curiosity. Forgiveness. I feel there's something for this collective when it comes to love that it's gonna circle around soon. A strong soul tie that will realize things that they were escaping from before, and they will ask for your forgiveness. But there's a reason I'm not wanting to go there. I think it's for two reasons. One, this collective don't make this fit. You wouldn't even want to listen. Like, if you're watching up to this part, you would probably be like, lady, just get on with this. I don't care if that's going to happen. Talk to me about my goal, my purpose, my mission. That's your core interest, your growth, your future, right? Your career as a healer. But I also feel that it's part of the hidden, unexpected outcome for you. And you'll be fine at this point. You will know what to do. But we'll do love for this collective in the next week, as I'm going to be doing this collective again. New chapter. I said I don't want to touch this. Sign. Reunion. New chapter, unexpected outcome. You guys know how sometimes, it's my favorite phrase, and I always say this. It's always darkest before the dawn. It's the moment, I'm getting emotional, when we're about to give effing up. Everything falls into place at once. Just like misery likes company, happiness likes company too. I think you're going to be like this. You're going to be... Just trust. Focus on closing your unfinished business. This is a moment of preparation. Irreplaceable. Why would you feel that you need for people to appreciate you and to understand you? You are irreplaceable. The more unique we are, the less things and people resonate with us. You are irreplaceable, and you will find that place for yourself in life. But the place is within you first. Returning self home to yourself. You appreciate you. You see you. One more. You guys, how can I not? We have dodging bullets on the bottom of the deck, which makes me think that sometimes we feel things are not coming into fruition, but they're truly protecting us. We're dodging bullets. They're helping us to dodge bullets. Look what we have here. Do you see this? Fishing for comments. True healers, we're not fishing for views, we're not fishing for comments, we're not fishing for followers, we're not strategizing, watch the whole thing. We're just are. We just are. It's a level of consciousness. I am here with a mission. I'm going to channel messages from source every freaking day. Messages of truth delivered through my heart with my beautiful mind. And where abundance will come from, for me to have food on my plate and roof over my head, I don't care. It is not in my job description. It is for Father Universe to provide. And I know it's going to happen because I am universe. I am a reflection of universe in this physical world. So why wouldn't I provide for myself? Stop fishing. Stop fishing for appreciation, gratification, comments, views, people saying, oh, you've changed my life. The higher on the pyramid we are when it comes to level of consciousness, and the less people will truly understand. Even if you're going to create a huge following and a lot of people will be enticed by your messages, which I feel will be the case for this collective, those that will truly understand and embody to the very core, very few. Very few. We've talked about this, the why. All right. We're going to do a couple of cards for you. How to heal your masculine, because your masculine energy within needs healing. So we're going to pull a few of these, and then I feel like maybe we're going to do tarot as well on top of this. I feel guided to do these. Hold on. Yeah, we're going to do these. We're going to do these. Bear with me. All right, let's do 4. What is it that you need to focus on for that closing, that unfinished business, healing that masculine energy within you? Satori, this is nice. This is the awakening of the masculine. It's a good sign. It means that your inner masculine is reaching that completion when it comes to healing. This is why you would be revisiting the abandonment, revisiting the worthiness, revisiting your relationship with abundance, with success, codependency, everything that we've mentioned in the previous part. Because your masculine is getting to the awakening, the Satori, the union as well, so you can complete your inner union. Past relationship. Maybe there's something that you've missed on your healing journey. Vicious cycle. One more. Unboxing fear. Unboxing fear. That little rabbit. You are still fearful, this collective. You are still, what's your truth? What's your truth? What's your truth? I was hearing that maybe there's something that you've missed. You need to go deeper. You need to go that another rodeo when it comes to your past relationships. The purpose of relationships is to shape us and help us develop better understanding of self and the world. They hold a mirror to help us see parts of our psyche that we refuse to accept. This card is inviting you to contemplate on your past relationships. What did they try to teach you about yourself? How did they shape who you are? How they influence your current reality and your perception of life? Examine all your relationships, family, friends, partners. Perhaps you can notice a pattern. Is it possible you accept similar behavior in people around you? Don't forget to also contemplate on how you show up in those relationships. So maybe it's something you need to do to truly heal your masculine, to really list out seriously every relationship you had, because this need for validation, this need for reassurance, this need to be seen, to be appreciated, it comes from you. You were not loved enough, you were not seen enough, but now it's not on all these people to see you and love you and applaud and appreciate. It's for you. It's for you. Work on that crown chakra as well, because this is truly the oneness, seeing yourself in another, understanding we're all one, we're all universe, right? The vicious cycle. Action triggers reaction. When we act from a place of fear, We can create self-perpetuating loops where challenging circumstances invite an outcome that only reinforces original problem. You are now wanting gratification for what you do, but it is only showing source and the universe that you're not doing it for the sake of doing it, for the meaning of it, but for gratification, which is not a quality of a true healer. And unboxing fear. That's important for this collective. That's important for you, because the fear is the theme of this reading. Every choice we make comes either from a place of fear or love. You may think that you are taking a decision that is beneficial for you, but in reality, this decision is rooted in fear. Fear of failing, fear of being rejected, fear of love, fear of being loved. Examine your motivation and start to learn to differentiate between fear and love. Remember, the frequency of love starts from within, from self-love. You must choose yourself first to always be able to choose love. Fear, however, lives in a subconscious mind and carries trickster energy. Give yourself grace on this transition. You may still choose fear on occasions, but make sure you recognize the root cause of this choice. Let's do tarot on top of that. What's the guidance for this collective to heal? Seven of Inspirations. It is a bit of that bad energy that we had before. Too many. Past relationships. Nine of Voices. Wheel of Fortune. I'm hearing two things of the Three of Emotions. I feel this collective, you do have fear of not being seen and not being understood, even if it is by few people. Maybe you're one of those people that you really... I'm hearing a couple of things, so analyze your friendships as well. Maybe you always feel like you care more than people care about you. Maybe you always fear that you don't have friendships that will stick around and stay, but it's codependency. It's imbalanced solar plexus. I feel like that masculine is healing, is awakening, is strengthening. It's this foundation that you're really building and strengthening now, which is good, but there's still anxiety. It's like some things can trigger you in a way that not everyone can. So to an outside observer, this collective, you would have been on this journey for years. You would have been okay right now. You're connected to your mission, right? You're connected to your authentic self. But maybe there are still people who cause that anxiety within you, who cause that insecurity, who cause that you want them to see you more than other people. Do you know what I mean? It would make sense if it really is something that you need to work on. You have to trust in the cycles of life and the wheel of life. Trust in the wheel of destiny, not in that vicious cycle. And remember, this is why we need to be anchored in the foundation of who we are, because what goes up goes down. If we're too dependent on the followers, the money, the gratification, the applause, that is something external. Everything external can be given away and taken back. Only constant that you can create in your life is you. You may wake up tomorrow with hundreds of thousands of followers and money and bookings and people interested in your messages, but then you will be so dependent on it that your messages will start to change, and people, when they no longer feel the same energy, they will retreat, or source will take it away from you. You got to work on the foundation. Release that vicious cycle. Stop fearing. We have the Emperor, which is the masculine energy, and we have Awakening, which is Judgment, and it's in reverse, and that's on top of that Satori. Your masculine is not yet fully awakened. Your masculine energy within, inner masculine, is not yet completely healed. You need to build that foundation, that rock, that stability. Awaken your masculine. Work on that masculine. Through that abandonment trauma, for really addressing it, for really closing those past relationships, those vicious cycles, everything that we said here, right? Queen of Emotions. I feel that there are certain relationships still that you haven't addressed properly. Sometimes, you guys, you know, when we start the journey of healing, we focus on the big things, and sometimes we forget this. Either we forget the small things or we forget the obvious. So let's say you start your healing and you focus on your father wound, on your mother wound, on your most painful exes, but sometimes we forget to heal from that little friend from high school or from college that really sets, or even, you know, primary school, like when you were little, that said something that for whatever reason we always cared about their opinion, and they would always say something hurtful. Those karmic relationships that we miss because we were never maybe in a physical close with those people, but they were there, present in our life, present in our energy. There's a reason it's coming to my mind. Maybe you had someone when you were young or little, and that friend that you were never like best friends, you would never like hang out, but maybe you would go to the same class, or you would live on the same street, or you would a friend of a brother, I'm hearing as well. For some of you, it's coming to my mind that you would always want to, you would want to look good in the eyes of that person for whatever reason, and you would never would. But remember, people see us to the capacity of how they see themselves. It's all a projection. No one ever, this is what you need to understand. You wanting people to see you, understand you, but you have to see and understand you. No one ever will, because they will always see it through the filter of their own, the quality of their being, right? Only very few really truly ascended masters could see you for who you are. Really good spiritual teachers could see you for who you are. The rest will be projection, just like you're projecting when you're seeing other healers and other charlatans, right? Allow that emotion in, feel into that emotion, go back, feel it, grieve, cry. And I keep hearing this talk about this. Maybe you need to sit down with a good friend of yours or with your healer to just sit down and just talk about this. Be human. Be petty. Sometimes we need to let it out. There's still certain things that are burdening you, that you haven't released. It's like I'm hearing curiosity. I'm hearing you have, again, it's this beautiful mind, first for knowledge, curiosity, things that you want to do in life, but there's still a little bit of codependency. Will people understand? Will people follow? That fear of how it's going to be seen, how it's going to be received. Who cares? Who cares? I feel guided to do these for you as a wrap up. I haven't used these in a very long time. And I feel like I want to pull one animal card for you as well. So let's do these, couple of these. Beautiful reading today, really, you guys. You're one magical person. You just need to, it's this fear that you need to remove. One more left. All right, let's roll with it. Your first one is resilient. May your soul weather the storm. Resilience is key. You have to build your resilience. You have to build your foundation, everything we've mentioned, because once you're out there, you want more people but to handle more people. Confirmation, truth. You really have to be strong in your truth, no matter, because if you want them, it means that you value their opinion. If you value their opinion, it means that you're going to change your messages for them. It cannot happen. Soothe that. May you settle gently even as the wave breaks above. Yes. Soothe yourself. Soothe yourself within. We have joy as well. May you pursue what lights you up. Follow the joy, follow the passion, not the views, not the people, not the followings, not the money, not the pentacles. Do you have a place to stay? Do you have food on your plate? That's all you need. Follow the rest. Follow the passion. Powerful. May you be as potent as the ocean. You are powerful, this collective. You are powerful. You just need to shift your perspective a little bit. Present. May you sense each shiver of the surf. It's also to really be it. It's what I said to you, right? What is given can be taken away. Nothing in the external and the physical is given. It's you. Create that resilience, soothe yourself, alchemize that joy, believe in your power, and then just be present. Today. Who cares what's going to happen tomorrow? Who cares who's going to listen tomorrow? Who's going to follow tomorrow? Be present today. Release. May you lay down your burdens. Such a cliche. I love the statement. Release your burdens. But how do I do that? Release your burdens. And I always see Daniel Jackson and Oma Desala in Stargate, SG-1. As she said to him, you want to ascend? Release your burdens. What does it mean? The burdens is the ego. You cannot ascend to a higher plane of existence if you hold on to the ego, to the physical plane, to the follows, to the people, to the likes, to the applaud, to the appreciation. Release your burden. Okay, let's just do one card. One card. There it is. Hold on. All right, we have lizard, regeneration. Maybe that's also a sign for you. As a survival, you are unparalleled. No matter what happens, you can adapt. Embrace your transformation. Put on your new clock. You are a master of regeneration. You can overcome everything. You have the power within. You are a one powerful collective. You don't need anything external to confirm that you are on the right path. All right? All right? Got it? All right. And the elephant. Elephant at the bottom of the deck. We had elephant in the other deck. Maybe that's a sign for you. I don't know why I'm seeing a stuffed elephant. Maybe you had one when you were a child. Maybe it's linked to this person that we're talking about as well. Anywho, belonging at the bottom of the deck. You will find a place that you belong and be very, very, very happy. May you welcome yourself home first.